Cindy Crawford grew up in a low-income family. Her father was an electrician and her mother was a nurse. Cindy has two sisters and had a brother who died in early childhood from leukemia. This case affected the father. The grief of loss turned into constant nitpicking to the daughters. The latter felt guilty and tried to please their parents with their achievements. So Crawford graduated from high school with a perfect score, received a scholarship to Northwestern University, where she studied chemical engineering, was fond of sports, especially basketball. Her first modeling experience took place at school. A photo in a bra of a little-known brand Cross Your Heart for the Marshall Field chain of stores, published in the Chicago Tribune newspaper, spread throughout the school. Later, local photographer Roger Legel photographed the girl by the pool in a swimsuit and put her picture on the cover of DeKalb Night Weekly, after which Cindy decided to become a model. At the age of 17, she entered Elite Model Looks Look of the Year competition and placed second. Cindy studied at the university and worked as a model. Her first professional portfolio was made by photographer Victor Skrebaniski and taught her how to turn from a pretty girl into an uninhibited lioness in front of the cameras. After about 6 months, Cindy left her studies and completely immersed herself in the work of the model. In 1986 she moved to New York, where she signed a contract with the New York branch of Elite Model Management. At the very beginning of her career, photographers tried to remove the mole above her lip, which would later become her hallmark, from the pictures, but then it was this mole that famous brands used in various advertising campaigns, as if competing to see who would beat her better and more interestingly. Cindy Crawford has many titles, so she is one of the sexiest stars of the 20th century according to Playboy. According to Shape in 1997 she is in second place as the most beautiful woman on the planet. In 2002 she is on the list of the most beautiful people in the world according to People magazine. Cindy Crawford ended her modeling career in 2000 and has been focusing on her other projects. So for about 6 years she hosted the House of Style program on the MTV channel. Her series of video fitness lessons was released, which were a great success. She starred in Pepsi commercials, and in 2015 a series of her shots for Marie Claire US was released, in which the model showed yourself without Photoshop. In 2016, Crawford released an autobiographical book in which she not only talked about her career and posted many beautiful photos, but also about the life lessons she learned from modeling. One of the world's first beauties, Cindy met Richard Gere at a party in 1991. Their romance was so stormy that the couple got married in one of the chapels in Los Angeles. Foil and chewing gum became their rings. Only 4 people were present at the ceremony. But 4 years later, the union broke up. Richard was fascinated by Buddhism and was often absent, and Cindy was too frank in an interview about their married life. In 1998, Crawford married Randy Gerber, a former fashion model and owner of trendy restaurants and nightclubs in New York and Los Angeles. Friends who knew each other were kindred spirits, and Cindy, who dreamed of a family and children, proposed to Randy herself. The wedding took place on the beach in Malibu, without pathos, in the circle of a small number of friends. A year later their son Presley Walker was born, and 2 years later their daughter Kaya Jordan. Now Cindy helps her children build a modeling career, does charity work in memory of her deceased brother. The Little Star Foundation, which she founded, provides financial support for programs to develop and create drugs for children with leukemia, helps orphans and allocates funds for the maintenance of babies abandoned in maternity hospitals.